talked about here, when we did see the oscillator hitting that resistance or got to the top of his band, what we saw was market pulled back to micro term, right? That's what we call correction through price. What we're seeing now here is that seemingly we didn't pull back, but we're kind of moving sideways. So far we can look at that as correction through what? Time. As of today, of course, we could still have correction through price on Monday, of course, but you can see that's where the micro term is. And here, that micro term, that's a micro term here, micro term. Sooner or later, you know, market likes to retest that micro term. So this is what we've been comparing is 2025 August price action. Right? Because remember, this was the pivot. Right? We broke out of the pivot. Boom, boom. And this was that breakout making new all-time highs. That's why we been comparing it. And also the oscillator sentiment is also similar. Right? There. Right? There's a breakout. There's a pivot. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Vertical move. That's where it is. So you can see micro term is currently at what? 764.60-ish or so. So what I was saying this week in the email updates is that either the micro term is going to go up and meet with the price, or the price is going to come down, meet with the micro term, or they are going to meet halfway.
Perfect.
Regardless, sooner or later, market is going to want to retest the micro term and needs to kind of reset that oscillator, because reset is now getting to that zone. We also write on that the oscillator resistance, and the oscillator don't have to roll over, especially on the daily. Oscillator can oscillate at the top of his band or levitate. So levitate is kind of like moving sideways, like these right here, or noodling, right? It can be noodling at the top of his band, right here. And you're right, noodling might be more of a midterm kind of thing, but it can levitate, meaning it could like move sideways. And it seems like right now the oscillator is adamant, so you can see that oscillator has not crossed down. So actually going into next week, again, that oscillator can change on Monday or Tuesday depending on how the price is going to occur. But with the data that you see right now on your screen, it does favor the buyers. Perfect. Going into Monday. I think that's why, again, I think we're still in the process of digesting the gains here. So these gains we've been digesting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a week and a half now. And no one knows at this stage, no one truly knows, is it going to break out first and come down? Is it going to come down and break out? Or are we going to just keep moving sideways? That no one knows. What we know is that the sentiment going into next week is bullish. Though on the 65-minute chart, there might be some concerning signal, because there's always gonna be concerning signal. Market is never gonna be in a perfect scenario where everything looks bullish. There's always gonna be some kind of a concerning signal somewhere, especially on a 65-minute chart where the sentiment switches so fast, especially in the micro term sense. It could look bullish in 1 hour, it could look bearish in the next hour. So 65 minutes is gonna be very much like a high revving, you know what I'm saying? Like just fast-paced market movement. So the sentiment can change very, very quickly. And that's why it is important for us to understand not only 65-minute, but daily and the weekly. So Spider, I mean, yeah, despite the fact that, you know, it's been digesting its gains and just moving sideways, but the sideways is like, even we're in sideways, we're just slightly going up here. And no one knows. Is it going to do this? Is it going to do that? Is it going to sideways and go up? Sideways go down? So I think rather than trying to predict it, that's what That's what the Ponzi leeches want to do. That's what the majority people want to do. That's what bears want to do. That's what fake bulls want to do. True bulls don't try to predict what the outcome might be, because market could do this. Market can do this and then up. Market can do this and then down, or market can go down first and then go up. True bulls understand a big long-term trend of things and just gonna react or find if we see a pullback, find an opportunity. If it goes higher, continue to ride the longs that they have. Move sideways, just be patient through that sideways move. You see, instead of trying to predict it. Bears gonna constantly trying to call the top, and they're gonna lose. Fake bulls, they're gonna predict something, so they're gonna try to get out beforehand, and the market does this, and then they're gonna start chasing it later because they thought, that's sort of what happens with fake bulls, is that they're always trying to get out before the next pullback, and by doing so, a lot of times what happens is they're gonna miss out the rally.
Perfect.
Probably that's what these moves are all about. Remember, this was right here. This right here. You see that move? A lot of fake bulls, Ponzi leeches, and the bears, and the majority. They probably exited here. What did they tell themselves? I'm gonna get out. I think that was Friday too, wasn't it? Friday. I'm gonna get out. Get out of the way. I don't want to go through bigger decline. And this isn't just one-off thing or event. How many times we've seen this happening this year and last year? How many times? I don't have to go back and show it to you. How many times we've seen this scary red candle, and then next we just gap right back up. One white soldier candles. How many times we've seen these one white soldier reversals? Right? They get out. They're scared. They don't want to hold anything through the weekend. They don't want to think about all their losing positions. And they don't want to be worrying, have anxious over the weekend, right? And then why do we see this vertical move? Because all the people who got out, they started getting back in here. That's why these two, this is definitely Ponzi leech candles right here. These two candles, definitely Ponzi leech candles. Just chasing back. Panic sold. Panic bought.